Welcome back, all you Fabricans and Fleshbags, to the super not funny show reviews. And today I'm reviewing Quantum Leap episode 10, entitled Paging Dr. Song. It's coming to you from NBC and it's streaming on Peacock. So, what did I think about it, and should you be watching? Before we start the review, get down there, hit the like button on this video. Well, Ben is a doctor. Yes, he's always been a doctor, but this time he's an actual MD, and in this case, a resident in the form of a young lady. And in the middle of, I guess, an emergency, a train emergency. And he's got the big and very daunting task of saving 3 lives on that day while simultaneously helping the person he's leaped into to retain her job and become a doctor. And it all seems like, super easy, right? Future information, blah, blah, blah. But what he doesn't count on is that he'll have a chief of this hospital that is very much going to get in her way, and it's kind of a sexist, and another doctor who's her mentor, who also happens to have a connection to one of the patients she needs to save, and so he has to kind of mend that fence, save some lives, get this one doctor off of her back, and no pressure Ben at all, right? And in the meantime, you have back in the real world, they've captured Janice, and now they've got to get information out of her. Good luck with that, I say. All of that that's going on, what I think about this episode, I really liked it. This is a good, I don't even want to say a solid episode. I'd even say I liked it better than the previous episode. Just because, as usual, demonstrating why Ben is good at his job. As if it's his job to leap, he's pretty great at it. I mean, it also helps, of course, that he has Addison there to help him out with all the medical knowledge he needs. Thank the Lord, he doesn't have to actually do any surgery or whatever. He's been all messed up. But you kind of realize that this idea, like, I know the 3 people I need to save. Oh, cool. And then exactly what they die of. So he has the answers, but it's never quite so simple. One of the people he needs to save has cancer and in fact has decided to just kind of give up on life because of bad decisions made and everything like that. And he has to figure out how to stop the guy from giving up and to go get treatment and everything. At the same time, he has to save the life of someone who's getting surgery because the chief surgeon, the chief doctor, pretty much is kind of, I don't want to say on the take, but very much trying to make sure that a certain medicine is used because of the way the hospital is operating and how they have a deal with the pharmaceutical company. And in fact, that's the worst thing that could happen. It puts a young woman's life in danger. And so you see Ben very much trying to navigate basically things he probably has never had to. Well, maybe he has a little bit, but hadn't had to deal with because a young woman who's not a doctor yet, that's doing rotations or whatever, not a true doctor yet, doing rotations, her career could be down the toilet, and that just can't happen because apparently she goes on to do some important stuff. But also these people whose lives need to be changed. When you have someone a powerful male that sort of gets in the way, and also that Ben has to sort of inspire other people, because that's mostly his power, is to inspire, encourage, to move people, emotionally or within their hearts to actually do things. And so part of it is that her mentor figure, it is also a woman that though she's doesn't want to rock the boat, but does kind of see where she's coming from. And also there's the whole thing that there is this actual big tragedy that going on, this train wreck, and trying to save actual lives from that. It's all very fun stuff, especially because it's Addison and Ben kind of doing some problem solving. in there. And Addison, she's not mad at him anymore or anything. Meanwhile, you have, Janice being basically a stonewall kind of, they kind of do good cop, bad cop, all that. Jen has drinks with her and everything, and Magic sort of, tries to reason with her. And it turns out that, she kind of makes them think about, well, why would Ben come to me instead of, go to you guys? What was the reasoning for that? And it actually ends up at the stinger on this episode at the very end, sort of explaining to Addison, like, why she needs to, why she actually wants Addison to kind of work with her to tell Ben to stop, trying to solve this mystery or put things out into the air, because more than one person has a quantum accelerator. So now we're getting into the whole idea that there's another group who can leap just like he can. And whatever secret he has that he's holding on to, he can't keep it because, it's just like the problem with the time machine. If everyone has a time machine, then they'll be constantly going back in time and, learning stuff or taking advantage of it. Same thing here, that he has to keep his secrets, but otherwise this other, team might find out what he's really up to. It's all good stuff. I think that one of the good thing about this episode is that it had some good emotional, moments. There's reconciliation between a father and a daughter that I really liked. There's one of the characters who gets saved by Ben's character, or at least by his intervention, has to make a hard decision about his wife and whether to donate her heart to help save somebody else. I mean, there's a lot of that stuff going on in here, and also just that that Ben is very empathetic, and he's able to really kind of like feel in sympathy with other people and their hard problems, but he's again very inspiring. So just overall had a good time with this episode. I think the whole ER angle was very nicely done, and I like that they're trying different kinds of TV shows that they can kind of break into for this show. Really, really cool stuff. So anyway, that's my thoughts on this episode. What do you guys think about it? What do you think about what I had to say? Get down to the comment section, leave your thoughts there, and of course you can always hit me up, supernotfunnyshow@gmail.com. And do me a favor, get down there, hit the like button on this review, and hit the subscribe notification bell. All that good stuff helps with the algorithm, helps people see this video, and helps the channel grow, and I appreciate it. All right, all you Fabricants and Fleshbags, thanks for joining me. Come back next week. I'm going to be reviewing the next episode of Quantum Leap. Until then, I've been Mo Coupe, your resident fabricant and comic extraordinaire on all things pop culture. And I'll see you guys on the other side of the thread. Peace.